Saturday night and the lights go hot. SGPN on the mic at the Derby spot. Virtual Kentucky running live on the stream. 3 big races, 30 large in the dream.
10 grand heat after heat in the glow. Bed by flying down the line in the show. Paraquine pumping like a backstage drum. Photo finish live where the legends come.
Turn it up, let the numbers ride, and hear the chat roar. Worlds collide. SGPN run the show tonight. Derby in the clouds under neon light. Foes Eve tomorrow, new hopes rise. Monday brings the babies with fire in their eyes. Stack those bets, let the thunder roll. Every heartbeat locked in one big goal. SGPN, let the wild run free. Paraquine in my hand, feel the energy.
Hosts crack jokes while the gates line up. Crowds going crazy as they fill that cup. Digital dirt fly when the bell hits loud. Every pick riding on the voice of the crowd.
Horses dig in when the backstretch calls. 100,000 dreams in those pixel walls. Stretch run hits and the chat explodes. SGPN driving down the final rows.
Turn it up, let the numbers ride.
Hear the chat roar, worlds collide. SGPN run the show tonight. Derby in the clouds under neon light. Foes Eve tomorrow, new hopes rise. Monday brings the babies with fire in their eyes. Stack those bets, let the thunder roll. Every heartbeat locked in one big goal. SGPN, let the wild run free. Paraquine in my hand, feel the energy.
Tomorrow's Fozy.
New dreams coming.
New dreams coming.
Monday brings baby.
New season running.
Fozy.
Fozy. Let the future breathe.
SGPN run the show tonight. Derby in the clouds under neon light. Fozy tomorrow, new hopes rise. Monday brings the babies with fire in their eyes. Stack those bets, let the thunder roll. Every heartbeat locked in one big goal. SGPN, let the wild run free. Paraquine in my hand.
Feel the energy.
And we are off. Episode 35. Almost a full 9 seasons, Mr. Bowser, of Run for the Roses on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. I am Ryan, Real Digital Horseman Kramer, and on the ones and twos, the Chief Horse Officer of SGPN Stables and breeder of the season 29 Kentucky Derby champion, Mr. Scott Bowser. Happy Friday, Scott.
Thank you. So glad to be here.
Nice job.
I'm really trying to get, do better at the soundboard this year. But feeling great. First show of the new year. I'm excited. We got a lot going on. We got horses in the qualifying mix we'll be talking about today. Good stuff.
It's also, we're in the heart of college football playoff season. The NFL playoffs are right around the corner.
Georgia really screwed me last night.
Who did?
Georgia.
Oh, what a bunch of losers.
Because I was on Indiana, Miami, and Texas Tech. I knew I should have taken Oregon because I was tied up in Texas Tech futures, but I didn't want to be a pussy and hedge, so I doubled down with my beliefs. But I knew Indiana. I felt good about Indiana and Miami there. But man, Georgia really took a dump on that one.
Yeah, and just kind of my college football picks have been just like our horses, it feels like this season. Just running into a brick wall. The brick wall of fourth and fifth play. And we might be setting a record for number of fourth and fifth. I'd rather have last place. I'd rather them to be clear donkeys. Don't give me hope. What are you doing?
I know when they're just on the fringe. We do got a couple decent ones in the turf side, though. I think. But
I was just reviewing. I was reviewing our P&L, like our horses P&Ls and like earnings, and I was just like, man, we are in a little bit of a drought. Can't wait for our foals.
I know.
But the optimism, like you said, is that a couple of our horses that started fast do have enough points where they're already qualified, and so free rolls on the horizon.
Yeah, and so not only that, like we're going to be in a couple of majors. I feel like no matter what there, but like I do feel good about the next few seasons because in a lot of cases I started taking championship bloodlines more serious the last few seasons, and those horses are really going to start hitting the track for us the next few seasons, and so I'm excited to see how we're really kind of dialing in pedigree with the preferences, and then of course like the subgrades and whatnot. So
and even just using he's ready to gig as a benchmark, as like a championship horse.
Yeah,
the bar is so much higher on the bad horses that come out of them. That's even the bad ones are like, oh yeah, they're competing for like claimers or they're at least competing for something somewhere.
True. And you know what? Like we're about to start seeing his grandkids hit the track in a few seasons here, so that's going to be exciting. So
very exciting. All right, Scott, what should we get started just by looking at the Turf Classic?
Yeah, let's do it. I'll pull that
locked and we can get our wagers in.
Yeah, we'll get that going. I haven't even looked at the field for this yet. I'm a little behind.
No, I will tell you a little bit on me. Been a busy holiday season, so I did get some of this stuff going late. So we have a smaller field. We did say we were going to try to get a firm horse in the turf race. We did not have any left turf firm horses, so I fired basically the best we have that isn't someone going for a major. I didn't want to do that, and so we have 2 5-year-olds running.
Oh, excellent,
Scott. And
let me guess who they are.
You know who they are, but anyway, you'll see by the morning line odds that we are looking pretty good.
Excellent
in the field.
Excellent.
All right, let's pull up the horses. Actually, I forgot about this. We should do this. There we go.
Oh, here we go. PGA Stables, shout out to them. A 5-year-old,
another 5-year-old here.
I Am Destruction. The rest is Bueno from Lion Shark Racing, 4-year-old. So,
all right, we got some old pups.
Yeah, another 4-year-old. This time a mare out of last brain cell out of Wild Card. I love their silks, man. Those look cool.
Very simple, straightforward.
Sometimes you can go with like the Penn State approach there, and I think it works.
Yeah.
Stable Requiem from Valkyrie Racing Stud. Shout out to Lacey with this 3-year-old filly. So this one, if we're looking at like peak racing age, this could be a contender here for sure.
This is I imagine this is the pre, and this was the morning line odds favorite. I'm guessing it's going to be the closing favorite, unless we have something to say about it.
And also, we have a horse running in a claimer that's running like at almost the exact time as the SGPN Classic. So maybe we should put if someone claims that horse, we'll throw you a giveaway in this episode.
Oh, I like that. We'll bring that up after this.
Yeah. Machine Gun Funk from Blinkers On, a 3-year-old filly. This is only your second race, so that's interesting.
It's a dirt horse too, so we'll see how it does. We'll see how it does on the turf here. Firm track though. It is going to be a good track.
Yeah, and so I do think there is something to that. Here is an LTS horse, the Monster Jazz from the Hot 27, a 4-year-old mare.
And this is currently tied for the chalk on the updated numbers.
Yep. Santa Juanita, dude. Love the name, buddy. This is a phenomenal name from our boy at Puerto Rico Stable, a 3-year-old filly. That is one of the best names I've seen.
Yeah, all the way around. Yeah, he's got a great stable name. He's got great horse name. I even kind of like the all caps. Very nice.
Yeah, I'm into that. Yep, that works. Fox on the Gold, one of ours. I knew we were. Yep, I saw this one coming. He's got 6 wins and 37 starts. A 5-year-old stallion. You're out of SGPN Stables.
And probably our second best horse in the race.
Dad Bod Deluxe from Sweetwater Stables. Wow, look at this one. 11 wins and 40 starts. That's no joke there.
And I lied. This was the morning line chart.
Yeah, this had a little bit better morning line. This one looks pretty solid, I gotta say, dude. Definitely expecting to see this up on the podium. That's for damn sure from our boy Sweetwater. So
I also like the name. Anything with
Yeah.
dad bod in it.
Yeah, that's good. Secret Ingredient from Terra Firma Farms. Love the name, and this is an LTF horse, so that's my stallion. I wouldn't put it past them for this one to be a dark horse candidate in this race.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Doesn't have a huge sample size of races and gets the weight advantage.
Is My Victory Song, of course, our other one with 14 wins and 48 starts, the 5-year-old mare from, of course, SGPN Stables. This is a great horse.
Now, most of this horse's career has been running at 12, so shortening up a little bit here, but generally just competes. As a 6-year, or I'm sorry, as a 5-year-old is still competing with the 4-year-old and 3-year-olds in the low stakes, so still has it.
Nacho Turf. Oh, that's a great name from Revere Ranch. First race. This is a popping a maiden here. This is interesting. So,
and it's LTF
line odds, but it is LTF. So yeah, this is a really cool one. So,
all right. So, reminder and shout out to Third Time. Looks like the pot was juiced a little bit, $1 a horse.
Yep.
So, if you're in this race and you're not betting at least $1 on your horse, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. Like, I'm gonna go put $2.
Oh, I like that.
On us.
Yeah, blow up the odds. Blow up the odds.
So I'm gonna go in on Is My Victory Song and Fox on the Gold. We are gonna fire $2 each. A couple win bets there.
Yeah, and it's I was trying to remember the I think this is the second season in a row we've had a good track here.
Yeah, and like we've talked about this, you know, especially like on last week's breeding episode and stuff. But like, I mean, LTF is like kind of like a new frontier right now. Like, there's not many new places to kind of conquer in the game right now, I would say, except with the exception of LTF. I mean, obviously, the top of the game as you keep advancing new grades, there's going to be something to that. But when we break it down with like, dude, it's a wide open, like expansive opportunity in LTF right now. I really feel that. And especially like as I'm starting to figure out how to put together stuff to make breeding options for over there, it can get really, you can really get creative with it. You know, that's where the art comes in with the art and science of breeding, I feel.
So I'm looking at, I was doing a little bit of a deeper handicap on this race, and the only horses in this race that have placed at the stakes level this season are Stable Requiem and Santa Juanita and Us. So,
wow.
and Is My Victory Song. So if you want to look at the horses that have run at the higher class, like those are the 3 that have done anything this season. So it's Valkyrie, it's the horse out of Valkyrie, Puerto Rico, and then of course ours in SGPN Stables. So place your bets, please. You got 15 minutes to get your bets in.
How does progressive or jackpot work with a negative 1.234?
I think there might be a bug in the
yeah.
I saw that. I was like, no, that can't be right.
Are they gonna ding me for 1.2 or if I hit it? I don't want to
win it. Let me also pull up. You mentioned the claimer.
Yeah.
Just to give people a little peek. So we do have one of, I believe this is a
he's ready. And he's ready to gig, son. That's why I wanted to bring that up.
So we have a little 4-horse claimer going on later.
I'd say that minutes to get this in. So
and so Bowser, we'll throw in a free horse if someone claims Rick rolled here.
Yeah, because we have a few listed right now, and I found 2 more. I was doing some stuff on the 0-year-olds today. I found 2 more that we can list too. So we definitely have something to throw your way. So it'll be a 2-for-1. You claim this, we'll send you a free one.
Yeah, and I think, like you mentioned, it comes from a Kentucky Derby champion. It also it's flashed in the claimers. And so this is one that we know he's ready to gig, aged well also.
Yeah.
So as a 2-year-old, we're never expecting too much. So again, in the Sunbeam Hike claiming 2.4K. So it's a 2,400K claim. We're running this one on a soft track. So a little off preference here. I think it was a 60%.
He's got decent stars too, and especially with only the half-star firm. You could breed him over to the south side, but we've seen this before though. His dad's a Kentucky Derby champ. We see it sometimes skip a generation. So it's not a bad piece to add to your stable. I'll say that.
All right. So, and maybe we watch that one too. We got a little double race coming up here.
Double header, yeah.
25 minutes or so. All right. What should we do next? Do you want to touch on breeding? Do we want to?
Oh, let's show the MJ thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because I wanted to. We've talked about this before with finding the right the shape for different distances and whatnot. And like, you mentioned this last week, but like sometimes I don't know. I can't remember if you mentioned it on the show or when we were talking, but like sometimes we get locked in on the distance funnel and not the exact distance itself, right?
Exactly.
And so I think this graph though is really interesting and shows you first off how many ways you can hit horses between 6 and 10 here.
Yeah, I mean, I think to your point, the reason that the line graph does do a very nice job of showing like the progression, I guess, of the traits and where the sweet spots can be. And some of it's very obvious, right? Like, finish. I guess in some ways this graph is puzzling with like stamina is interesting, right? There doesn't seem to be this, it's a big part, but it's not like finish that seems to be correlated more to distance.
Or just start like with sprint.
Yeah. Start is counter correlated to distance. So that like you would expect that. Now I would have guessed the graph would have been stamina and start X'd out like that. Yeah. So that's certainly something that I would have taken for that. And then just speed in general. It's like you need speed in the gallop and sprint distances, and speed almost becomes less important at the longer distances, which is pretty interesting.
Well, and also I think like this talks about what we've talked about too, or we've talked about the mental traits of heart and temper. This shows you that those are pretty much unrelated to distance, right? That if you're going to focus on dialing in distances, these are the 4 traits you're going to worry about.
And I think just in general that, I think it's better to think about it more just like they're unrelated. I would imagine if you layered in heart into this graph, there would probably be some correlation. I guess the way that I would put it is like you're saying, heart and temper are like a layer on top, another dimension, I guess.
Yeah. So
it's like a consistency dimension or something like that. Consistency in like how difficult of a race. But yeah, I would say that the most shocking thing here to me is the finish. Now I get it. Like as I'm talking about it, it does make sense that start and finish are opposites, but it's still interesting to see how it lays out and see how much finish.
Yeah, because we've seen the charts of AI Paddock before that kind of show a similar thing here, but this one's just such a clear representation of it that I wanted to point this out. Like,
yeah, and I think I would have fully like the previous data we've looked at. It certainly states, or at least the takeaway is finish is important for long distances. I guess what I'm saying is I'm shocked to see how much how steep the graph is once you get to the longer distances.
Yeah, no. So I mean, really, really interesting. But I do think that like the championship level horses, even like they have the 2 traits, let's say, that correlate with what they need. And in the case of like gallop runners, you really just need like 2. It seems like you need 2 out of these 4, right?
I think like it's like you need 2 plus heart. That's usually the, are you competing for a major?
Yeah,
then you have like the 2 traits that are needed for that category. Plus, so if you're going for a stayer, you probably have finish, definitely. You probably have stamina and heart. Maybe you have speed and heart, I guess. Like that's kind of what we're learning here.
Yeah.
But I think in general, yeah, I don't know. I'll be interested to see, because I would say we generally have not had. I guess now, if I think back on our retirees, finish is probably the most consistent thing amongst our long runners. So maybe it does make sense.
No, and Gallop running here saying start is goated. Yeah, but I also think it might be the easiest trait to have a high. Maybe that's just our personal experience so far, but start seems like the one that's like
it's like a filter. It's like there's more horses. Like the shorter the distance. I would imagine if we looked at a graph that showed distance and number of horses competing and times, like competitiveness, we would see that the closer you get to 4, the more competitive it is. And I think to your point, Bowser, maybe it's because start's easier to get. Maybe because the horse just can run 4 or 5 the best when it has nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's unrelated, but I think to your point, we've found, we also have the best start in our stable, like you said, but I think in general, we've also found it.
I would be willing to, if I was have to guess, I would guess that there's more horses with SS plus and up start than any other trait in the game. Not that there's other horses that have SS plus and up in these other traits, but I would say start has the biggest pool there to choose from.
I'd also say that we have plenty of horses with outlier start that weren't good horses. And so maybe I'm looking at it backwards, but I feel like we are the horse. If we were to look at our traits, if I look at our horses that have elite finish and heart, those horses, I bet for the most part, were more competitive on the track. And maybe that's back to the relation of the fewer horses racing at longer distances, so competitiveness is down. I don't know, but I just anecdotally, we've had lots of good start reveals that didn't come from good horses.
No, and one of our early good start reveals was whatchamacallit, Black Jam. That one, I think you picked him up in a claimer, or I forget how you picked him up.
Yeah, he was a pickup in a claimer. One of his kids is actually competing for.
That's what I was going to say right now. One of his kids is finally doing some competing and I always kind of saw this coming because he had very good start and very good speed, and I'm like, if this just carries over with some, I feel like that he needs one of his kids needs something else besides that, right? Yeah, Palace Guard here, where it was only the S plus start, but he had the SS speed, the SS minus finish, SS minus heart, bad temper. But I felt like this is a horse that could produce a very similar shape to He's Ready to Gig, with the exception of the temper.
Mom certainly had, I think start was probably one of the more narrow, but if we brought up the breed report, we'd probably see that. But, currently 4 points clear of the cut line in the gallop. And so doesn't even have the 3 left starts either as an S plus. So there's something in here for sure.
Yep, I agree. He's broken 6 figures down earnings, which I always like. That is like a kind of a barometer of where somewhere these. I would guess that he does have heart, as Gallop running here saying that heart is probably the #1 overall trait. Because I agree with that. That's the one that you want to.
You know what? I'm going to pull it up. Let's pull up the breed report.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. Like you said, because I noticed with the 2 left, I was like, okay, there might be something, but he does have the 3 dirt as well, So
but at this point, to have something not an SS minus with not 5.5 stars over there.
Well, he does have 5.
Oh,
he has 5. Excuse me. 5.
Oh, 5. Yeah, and I take that back. The start gate is quite wide, which must come from the family, but. To give you an idea, that's a pretty nice looking breed report in terms of what we could have here.
Yep. And you see
considering where the median is too. We must have uprolled a number of these.
And we kind of hit it about right for the stars there. Kind of a weird range for the left where it can't get up to the 3, but it could have dropped down to 1.5 or so. So
we still got 2 and 3. We're not going to complain there. And now we have some performance on the track. So
yeah. And especially since he's one of Black Jam's kids haven't had a lot of success for us. We'll definitely be tinkering with him in the breed barn with some stuff just to kind of diversify our bloodlines here because of that. So
all right. And no touchback. The mom had SS minus temper. That's what makes her interesting. I was just looking at, and we actually have, kind of related, but not related. I'll just pull it up on the screen. One of, so no touchback, the mare that we were just showing the child of.
She's had some decent results come off her. Go ahead. Well, look at Unblockable there. It's only a +1, but it's like a flat S plus with some good temper. That's not the worst, right?
Yeah, I would say this, in terms of the amount of kids we've had with this horse, we haven't really had a complete dud. And so it's, and
I feel like pretty much all of the reveals have been pleasantly surprising a lot of times. So
Yeah, and you know, like I said, decent performance. This is now what, 2 out of 6?
Yeah.
2 out of 7 that have you know, are this Mona Lisa Smile also a
Was
Gallup qualifier.
Gallup qualifier, yeah. So if we can get, yeah.
And yeah, so we have one for sale. So come and get it.
Yeah.
All right. What's next,
Who's
Bowser?
very similar to this one right now that's looking pretty good.
Oh, except for it's from Commodore.
Commodore, even better dad, yeah.
Which is, I would say, a massive upgrade on the dad.
Yep. So
All right. So what's next, Bowser? I did see someone was a PGA touting a little SSS minus start in this.
yeah,
in this
no,
stable.
that's we got one.
Yeah, we got one of those. It's pretty cool to look at. I'll say that.
Yeah, the color alone looks cool. No, okay, so I wanted to talk about that. Oh yeah, just real quick. All right, so we have a Kentucky. This is our last show of until the season's Kentucky Derby, and then next season, I believe, right after the Kentucky Derby week, we will be entering the Chinese New Year, which is the year of the horse, and so we're gonna. I'm expecting big things for the photo finish community in the year of the horse because did you know there's also like other symbols that go along with the animal symbol for the Chinese New Year? So there's like it's actually the year of the fire horse. So, yeah.
So are we going to be naming? We need to do a couple seasons of fire-based names.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's
like
a good
kindling. Axe. We'll get some fun names for axes.
Yeah.
All right. And shout out to Third Time. Our
Hatchet Job.
Oh, Hatchet Job. That might not be talking about cutting wood, but all right. What do we? We have 3 minutes to get your bets in if you want to.
Yeah, and we can kind of start talking about the bubble watch here.
Oh yeah. Let's bring up the series. Shout out to Gallup Run. If you're not, which we don't have as many horses running this season, but I'll probably dropping a couple in the qualifiers that run Saturdays. Nice thing they did for the Gallup Run final is they moved it up so you can 100% double dip between the Gallup Run and anything else. They also changed the Gallup Run to it's no longer an allowance. It's S plus max stakes, so no weight. Just best horse wins. So
interesting.
We actually do. I might have to run back down. Bring Down to Pound was retired. Another he's ready to gig kid for the season. He's going to bring him back next year, but I might have to run him in one of these qualies here.
I think it's a great idea.
So yeah, shout out to Gallup Run. Get in there. There's a nice pot at the end of the rainbow. 16K Derby, Bowser.
Ooh, love that. That's a lot.
All right,
let's
we do have some horses in the middle age and the senior circuit stuff, but let's skip ahead to majors.
Yep, this is the chronic of what we got going. So Rocket Dance, I would say Rocket Dance is in.
Yeah, so this is the Harbor Classic Sprint, and Rocket Dance probably falls in the category of a horse that I'm not going to argue with you if you were like, hey, let's shut this horse down. I think we're in.
Well, I'm thinking, is there a chance we can get in the low stakes showdown, and could it qualify for both and run in both?
I mean, I'll take a look at that. The points over there are pretty steep at this point in the game.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but I thought it might be worth a shot if we felt confident with it picking up like 2 wins or so this week in that. And
the reality is, sometimes the horses that do well here don't do as well in the allowances. I haven't quite gotten my hand around. It's almost like heart isn't a good thing to have in the allowance races.
That makes sense.
Where I think the other side of the coin is that Rocket Dance has competed pretty well in terms of profitability, and so we could also
look at the ledger. I was just about to say that.
I'm almost scared to do so. Nope, not as good as I thought.
Okay, yeah. So maybe. Like, I'm just trying to think if there's any other avenues we can want to explore with this, or do we just kind of, like maybe put up like a little, like maybe we go into the lower stakes qualifiers even We don't really necessarily need to run the graded stakes with this horse.
Well, that's kind of what I've been doing too.
Yeah.
Since backing it out to run more in the stakes races, it's certainly done better. I'm actually going to pull up. I have a little free roll time map to make sure it's even possible to do that double dip. Let's see here. The left turf low stakes are on Friday night, and so that would be
I always say that this game's a game of a lot of small decisions, and these are the kind of small decisions you need to make each season to make sure you're trying to run.
Well, and we've never really considered. Yeah, so right now the cut line is at basically.
You know why? Because we're always so focused on dirt horses. And with turf horses running on that Thursday for their majors, there's more of an opportunity of the stuff running over the weekend.
Let's see. So a stakes race in the lows. Let me pull up. Well, I'm not. You can't see what I'm doing right now. Let me pull
and
it
sloppy stakes, man, dude. That guy with his LTF army is just all over these qualifying boards, man. It's impressive.
Okay, so 15 points to win, Bowser. And actually, to your point, it might be worth poking our head over here, because if we win, we would need to win 3 probably to get in. Which isn't. I mean, there's enough I'll take a look at it. That's not a horrible idea. But back over to so it's probably doable. I'll see what it looks like. And with the stakes that they do run those stakes with 55 points. So first place gets 15. And honestly, the interesting thing with this horse for me is, well, we're the top S+ horse, and this dialed in the moment we've seen on track a bunch. This is also a good horse. But it's like I'm kind of surprised that we still have this many S+s popping around over on the sprint side of things in turf.
Yeah, no, I agree. I always think it's kind of interesting too. How we see some of the familiar faces that we see in dirt, but then there's also like turf kind of only, or maybe they're only in turf and right turf.
Honestly, we don't see Pocono a lot in dirt much anymore.
No.
And they seem to be doing well. Obviously, sloppy stakes.
Prime Pastures and Sloppy Stakes, I would say, are the 2 premium LTF stables in the game right now. Where if you go through their roster of LTF horses, it's pretty impressive what they've put together. If you want to learn how to map star preferences out, pay attention to what they've been doing.
So, I mean, pretty much Sloppy Stakes is like 100% LTF, right?
Pretty much. I mean, look at this one. It's 0 because he didn't quite get it, but I mean, that's still a damn good horse, and it's got with his LTF army, he's going to be able to get that preference over where he needs it.
Yeah, it comes from LTF. So, So look out for us in the sprint on the for the Harbor. To your point, and now I'll also say this is telling me the cut line is going to be quite high.
Yeah,
but look how quickly it drops.
Yep.
And so this tells me, there's only a handful of horses. Let's say someone could catch us that had 26. So there's 5 horses that could catch us, but there's way more than 5 horses beneath us.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we have a comfortable enough spot there to where we can start poking our head around, or maybe just we don't need to run it every day. Look for the more favorable spots. We could be a little more selective there.
Yeah, Rocket Dance has already been backed into pretty much just runs at 6 furlongs.
All right.
Let's pull up we got. It's going to be our first double in the turf stuff, because we're
starting to get there though in the turf world. It's been fun, kind of post Kentucky Derby, making that. Obviously, I'd like to have done more damage on the dirt majors, but just the fact that we're getting there in both areas is pretty nice, right?
And not that we're in it, but just wanted to flash the gallop again. Some of these stables we don't see as much on the dirt side. Given Stables is absolutely dominating. I think top stable in the game this season.
Yeah,
but man, look at that. To have 5 horses qualified like that, and a 6th, probably not going to get there, but that's got to feel really good. But we have a horse, Bowser, that is on the bubble ish in the stayer, the Harbor Classic.
I think he's more on the way above the bubble here.
Well, But this is one of our and we are way above the bubble. But this is one of our horses that started fast.
Yeah, he finished second in the first G1 right out the gate, and so he's kind of been coasting on that, to be honest. For the rest of he did finish fourth in last season's 2-year-old redemption run, LT Stare. So I feel like a decent performance in that race. Usually they usually kind of trend. I think Tamale Lady had a similar kind of run for us like that. Like we've seen that where there's some upward mobility there from doing well on that redemption run circuit going into your age 3 season. I do believe there is something to a horse's confidence in this game of, like if you just constantly put them in horrible situations, it's like Seabiscuit, right? It wasn't until he got the right ownership that believed in him and put him in the right situations that he started to win.
And so, to your point, we popped that G1 early, got a bunch of points, and then kind of lull, and then right in the middle of the season, went to a restricted race, won it. Up the level to a stakes, won it. Up the level to a G2 and won it.
Yeah, so like 3 wins in a row there. Yeah, so but I feel like this is our best shot. This is one I think we just keep pushing it because I think it can. Like, look at the ledger on this one. I think it's not bad right now.
No, it's also not great.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the same. What it is that I get excited because we start hot and then it's like, what is this? 24K straight of pulling almost nothing back. And that's pretty much where we've lost everything, from everything else, we're basically break even. And so, again, this is one
win since then though. So, I mean,
well, and I think the same conversation can be had here because obviously we're in.
Yeah. I would say we're even more in over here. I mean,
I'd say this is a lock. We got 72 points. To your point now, I'm going to go poke around at the low stakes stuff, see what the bet threshold is there. And then same thing, this horse, this has a wider range to run, but it seems to like 11 furlongs the best. And so maybe we just shrink it all the way down.
The reason why 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds don't run together is because 2-year-olds are still like considered juveniles. Like they're kind of growing. They're not quite there yet. 3-year-old
in real horse racing, they don't race each other.
Yeah, so in real and like basically because it's considered like they reach full maturity at 3 basically. Like that's their bar mitzvah season.
It's just like in the world of humans, we have juniors to in theory separate the grown ass men from children. Although college is blurring that line now.
Yeah, with guys going from the NBA back to college.
Oh my god, how great is that? How great! All right, we have to pause our bubble. So I mean, not much to add to the Harbor Classic qualifying, other than shout out to Valkyrie. This is a sick horse.
Yeah,
146 quali points with a week to go is pretty impressive.
Yep, absolutely.
And then once again, Given Stables, my god,
Fairhaven's another one I mostly see in the turf world here.
Yeah, I feel like the turf world is a little bit more crypto with the silks. You know what I mean? A little bit more purple and green. All right, our race is about to happen. Bowser, time's flying right now.
Yeah, man, and we got some action on this race. So shout out to everybody. And our claimer just ran, so we'll check in on that after this race.
Oh, nice, excellent. That's fun. All right, let's get some sound.
All right, you gotta love that twin spires, those roses. It's such a beautiful racing experience here at the Virtual Downs. We are on the turf today.
Oh, it's a nice day.
Very nice day. You gotta love this. Left turf good, and we are off here in the SGPN Turf Classic. Is my victory song pushing it out front. Nacho Turf, Sable Requiem, Santa Juanita, Last Brain Cell, and Fox on the Gold also in the mix here. So we got 2 out the gate. They can put their names on the board. They are the 2 gambling favorites thanks to our wagering. Oh, Santa Juanita's right there with
I think someone else must have taken action on Is My Victory Song. And I'll say this, if Is My Victory Song is leading the entire time, then the field has a problem. Okay, this makes sense.
So Nacho Turf now is coming into the mix. Fox on the Gold is overtaking the second spot with Santa Juanita, Last Brain Cell, Is My Victory Song, Sable Requiem right there. We are about halfway through this bad boy, so we're about 5.5, 6 furlongs in.
Nope, we just passed 4. The turf is so short.
Oh yeah, dude.
We have 7 to go. Well, lap is basically like 7-ish.
Yeah, because a lap in the dirt is 8, or it's like 8 and like a speck.
Yeah, it's 8.
Oh, we got the top 2 right out there. Fox on the Gold and Is My Victory Song 1 and 2. Come on, babies, come on, come home for daddy.
I mean,
Last Brain Cell, Nacho Turf. The rest is Bueno, Santa Juanita right there in the mix. Ooh, one of these 18-to-1 shots gonna come in and take it. Who knows? But Is My Victory Song is looking like she's running her kind of race right now. She is a daughter of Kingslayer. Fox on the Gold is a son of Charlie Chaplin, 2 of the premier horses in turf history. But Last Brain Cell now poking his head around there. Gray horse, can't miss him. And then Fox on the Gold now has come back into the second spot with behind Is My Victory Song, who appears to be running away with this thing.
Oh, no.
Go around the treads. Here we come down the stretch. Is My Victory Song. Fox on the Gold. 1, 2. Fox on the Gold now, turning it on. Fox on the Gold. Last Brain Cell now passing Is My Victory Song, but Fox on the Gold. Oh, Last Brain Cell has overtaken the lead, and Dad Bod Deluxe has popped his way in there. Is My Victory Song has finished 4th. Wow, I thought Is My Victory Song stamina was really going to take over there. But Fox on the Gold poking up for a 2nd place for us with Last Brain Cell. Shout out to Wildcard for the big win. I haven't updated. I don't think I need to update the spreadsheet, but
all right. Well,
I'm 2nd and 4th. I mean,
I'm
not
shocked.
I'm
shocked. Is My Victory Song didn't or got caught like that. That
I am
maybe
surprised.
it was the firm track. That's not something you see every day. Shout out to Wildcard, Last Brain Cell with the win. In the end, maybe it was the 5-year-old age. Couldn't hang with the young bucks.
That could definitely be it.
All right, so should we take a look at the
18-to-1 shot just came in there too, guys. Think about that.
Someone better have just cashed a little shekel. If you didn't, that's on you. And that's
if you didn't bet on your horse in this thing, you know, you could have cashed.
Here's the claimer. The results go live in a minute. Let's give it a watch. It's a short sprint.
Short sprint. What are we? The number 2 horse here?
I believe so.
All right. Should we watch this in double speed just for fun?
It's a pretty short race. It'll happen quickly. Although I do love the double. Very, very much love the feature of 2X.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Rick rolled in 2nd place here. He's Limp Bizkit right there. You know Limp Bizkit, Fred Durst, a friend of a person I know from comedy. Her mom was like a Playboy model back in the day, and she met Fred Durst at the mansion because she kind of grew up there, and he was in love with her when she was like 15, dude. Like,
oh wow,
dude's a total creep. Yeah, so.
I probably could have guessed that.
Yeah. So.
Oh, here we go, Rick.
Here we go, Rick Roll. Yeah.
Hit it. Oh, no.
This is in that claim to fame series, so even if he doesn't get claimed here, dude, we're looking at some points, it looks like. But he might be getting caught by Sending the Crown and the Wet Wolf. Oh, man, they both came flying. Wow. Did he seriously just go from 1st to 4th like that? No, 3rd.
Oh, we got a podium. What do you think? Did he get claimed?
I don't know. We'll see how much influence we have over our minions.
I'm going to go with unlikely.
I doubt it. I personally doubt it.
The Wet Wolf. Look at that. Look at those silks.
Woo!
From Broussard Racing.
Those are fire, dude. I got to say.
That looks, is that some sort of Illuminati thing? I don't know.
I wish.
Yeah, seriously. All right, let's see.
I want in on that, dude. That looks cool.
All right, let's see.
And a happy new year to you too, sir. To Fingers 9784. Shout out to you.
Does not look like Rick Rolled got claimed.
No. Well, that's a lot.
We tried.
You know, that's a decent horse right there. That's all I'll say. Even though it finished 3rd in that one, this is a decent horse. So he's ready to gig, kid. So you want that championship gene? keep an eye out for claimers and whatnot. We did get some points though in the Claim to Fame series here though, so that's cool.
We did. And actually, since we're watching races, let's I didn't cheat, although I have a suspicion it did all right based on I did look at our balance. This is one of our 2-year-old SS minus horses that just
Oh yeah, I did see the result for this, but I haven't watched the race yet, so I want
Okay.
to be interested to see how this goes. Yeah.
And this is the Rising Stars. So this is the juvenile series for the 2-year-olds. We're at 12 furlongs left dirt fast. I would say like our SS minus crop went from not looking great to start the season as 2-year-olds to where they're all like kind of competitive a little bit, where I'll be curious how they age up.
Yeah, I agree. I think, with the right maturation process from age 2 to 3, we could be looking at some more qualifiers next season. Like,
And I'll demo everyone 2x speed. Beautiful. I listen to my podcast at 1.5 speed. This is great.
Dogaressa. This is Somali lady with Italian herpes. Shout out to Italian herpes. We all want a nice dose of that. But this is a horse that I'm interested because it's starting to look pretty good in this kind of series here. So we'll definitely be running it to start the age 3 season, but we're going to have a decision to make if it's not killing it right away. Or we want to get this one in the breed barn right away because it is an SS minus female with good stars. So
yeah. I mean, the beauty of the breeding happening later in the season is we do have a little bit of time to see.
Yeah, and I've kind of now like started making like breeding outlines a season in advance, and been having kind of spots where it's like these are the ones that have finished third there.
It outfinished all these horses too, which is always a good sign.
Yep. But yeah, I kind of made like basically one with like a cliff kind of a side note version where I plan on entering a few horses above these other ones on the breeding chart, like
I got to be honest. One of these days we'll have to have SoCal on the show. He seems like he's got some anger issues. Congrats to fuck that bitch with the win. Yeah, but he's like a clever kid in Discord. You're not going to censor me, bot. All right.
I've gotten away with a couple now that I've named them weird things where I'm like, oh, I'm surprised that one went through. Like I just did named a 0-year-old Caligula Orgy.
Well, Bowser, you're so well read. I'm sure you're able to sneak them by. All right, let's do a quick.
How's the Roman surprise kid? What happens if the Roman surprise you go to Caligula Orgy? That's
true.
And come on.
All right, little bubble watch. Here's
shout out to Federico Fellini, the classic Italian filmmaker. His Caligula movie. If you haven't seen that 1960s masterpiece, strong recommendation here.
You know what? I haven't. I'll have to watch it with the wife this week.
Yeah, make sure she's in the mood.
All right, left dirt sprint. And again, Given Stable is just crushing it everywhere right now. 5 qualifiers right now. We are on the bubble.
So this is one I wanted to talk about because I think this is our most interesting one. Do we think he has a shot to qualify?
I don't know. It's like it's not. It feels like anytime. It's like
feels like we're chasing with him, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's kind of my take because I felt like this was a cool like little thing to do. I think this is a good thing to just kind of do going forward on our week 3 episode because it's like we're always going to have these horses where we like them, dude. I mean, it's Generalissimo who. Okay, Generalissimo had bad stars. It wasn't necessarily the best runner, but it wasn't horrible either. Okay, he got a couple wins. But what I love about Generalissimo is he's this SS minus that we got out of an S and an S plus, and he's kind of got that weird. I know there's something in his genetics that helps level things up, right? And so, go on the other side to Pretty Egg, the mom, and okay, Walcott, her dad is a Kentucky Derby winner. Bella Fatima, her grandmother is a Kentucky Derby winner. So this is a impressive bloodline here, right? Like her mom, dude, and her grandfather, King of Victory, has more earnings than both Kentucky Derby winners in the family.
It's a strong bloodline. Yeah, I mean, Pretty Egg's one of the ones we picked up off the market to breed with. He's ready.
Yeah,
to
and we
dig.
have a couple really good-looking daughters out of the two of them that I'm excited about.
And this is also a horse in the beginning of the season. We kind of said, do we shut it down early because this can help us breeding now? Or
We've gone through this multiple times already this season. You're right.
and
Should we
so
just retire him now on the show?
well, there's no I guess there's no real benefit. Well, wait, is there? No, there isn't because we would miss out. We can't use
him right now. Yeah.
I guess
to know where he, get the grades going. Because to me, he is definitely usable in breeding because he's got the genetics.
Yeah, let's do it. We're just gonna put off the inevitable if we don't do it.
All right, rip the Band-Aid off.
All right, be good. That makes sense.
Yeah, I just think the preferences aren't quite there, but the fact that he has 2.5 firm, there's something to work with him here from here as a breeder.
Yeah, I mean, this makes sense. We needed more heart and temper. That's what we're missing.
Yeah,
and that's also why he was probably able to once in a while pop his head up. SS speed.
Yep.
We see that like speed can help everywhere. So and guess what? He's running at 4, which probably should have been the indicator that he wasn't that good because he fell down to the bottom of the funnel. All right. And now we have, I'm doing this the worst way possible. I'm not very prepared. Had a very crazy week this week. Let's just quickly look at the gallop.
Yeah, it's been a wild new year for you already, huh?
Absolutely. All right. So we have this is where Palace Guard, who we looked at earlier, is currently qualifying. We are very much, I would say.
Now, I think he's got the best ledger of all these ones, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Not much better, but it's right in that same range where like it's a product of us pushing it and it probably not being like a 10 out of 10 horse. Now the question is how dangerous how we obviously feel like we need to get a couple more points probably.
Yeah.
And so this is one
like at the same time, I don't know if there's 4 horse. Well, it would be 3 horses that would have to push.
It's really just this horse because I'm looking at the 26 points.
That feels like a stretch. Safe. Yeah.
And I think we're already we just
the ledger on this one?
We just ran a race. Oh no, you're right. It's much better.
Yeah, the ledger's pretty good on this one. So I definitely think we should keep running this one just pretty much.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it just won a stakes race.
Yeah, keep doing what we've been doing with it. And I think we should be in a good spot with that one. Because the ledger's pretty solid. Like, hey, if I told you it's going to cost about 1,100 Derby to qualify for me,
honestly, we're probably just going to fire into this race because there's 4 horses in a graded race. We're going to get points. We might lose money. We might do all right, but that's what we'll do. This race goes off in 2 hours, so I'll fire that.
Excellent.
And then so we're in a good spot there. And then last. Unfortunately, we don't have any Derby hopefuls this year.
No, not our season for that.
No, and honestly,
we're coming off a season where we had 2 last season. So.
I know. It's a strong Derby qualification field. We're probably gonna look at a mid-50s cut line this season.
Wow. We've seen it in the 40s previously.
I would say normally 45 is like my de facto cut line, and so anytime I see something push past that, it's a sign that there's been good racing volume. YSM 3 horses in there, and we're not. This is the kind of season they win. They avoid us at all costs.
It's like the Dodgers COVID championship.
Yeah. So hopefully we can. Although I'd say not super hopeful for any of the 2-year-olds, but we'll see how it goes. The aging curve is always a fickle bitch.
Yeah, no, and I feel like we're going to have some horses that we think are pretty solid 2-year-olds right now that are going to age into being kind of disappointing, and I think we have some that we're not expecting much out of. They're going to age their way up into being something special.
Now, I will say, and I don't think actually, I might be able to put this on the screen. Let me see. We do have, now depending on how you look at it, whether it's a positive or a negative, we do have a ridiculous Do they not have the redemption?
And I also think, like we were saying earlier, like when you're pushing this at this point in the season for majors, keep in mind, especially in some of the higher end stuff, they're not filling up as much as they were 2 weeks ago.
Actually, the last week it's like the first week and the last week. There's like a U pattern to it, where you see stuff kind of ramp up. That's generally how it's been. But look at this. So we don't have a ton of 2-year-olds that are like crushing it in their series. But look at this. This is the Left Dirt Sprint Redemption Run. We currently have 3 horses in.
One of which is a SS minus, which is nice.
Yeah. We have the Stayer, two of which are in.
One of which is another and is an SS minus. Very nice.
Another has qualifying points. In the Left Turf Sprint, we have an SS minus who's in there. In the Left Turf Stayer, we have an SS minus that's in there. So it's like I was saying, our 2-year-olds aren't crushing it with winnings because you don't get a ton of winnings for these races, but they are popping their head up with good fleet figures and obviously winning races, which I think there is something to just winning a race, right?
I do too. Like I said, there's like a confidence element to it. I really do.
It's more like there's filters, right? Like morning line odds being the worst. This horse might suck. Not ever finishing on the podium. This horse might suck. Like never having a good time or like running a time that's just dreadful might suck. All these ways to say this horse might suck. But once you get a win, it does kind of like, oh, okay, at least it has enough of the formula together where it can do this, right? And in these redemption runs, like you're going against other S+, SS- horses.
I think it's one of the sharper places to run in the game, to be honest with you, because these things cost $3. It's a good way to get juvenile like discovery done at a cheap price, and you are running for a $20,000 purse or 20,000 Derby purse at the end of the season. So it's not
and the to give you perspective, it's the same cost as the $1,200 Derby Claimer series or race from an entry fee standpoint. So now you don't get Derby when you win, but to Bowser's point, you have a nice pot at the end of the rainbow. And for discovery, it's great. And they do make it so you can't just run these races. So like it starts where you have to have at least 3 races and non-winner of 1. Then it goes to 5 races, non-winner of 2, and then 7 races, non-winner of 3. And so you can't just wait till the end of the season and start firing. You actually have to kind of keep up with it, or you'll no longer be eligible because you won't have those 7 races.
Yeah, and it's just to me, it's like I would say we're probably up in this series on the long term on this one.
Oh, 100%. I was very sad when they got rid of the 3-year-old series. I was still using that. But I would say even if we're not up like directly, it's allowed us to figure out that horses are good enough to run for the majors. And I don't think we would have had we not done that. I don't know if we discover that. Now, I do like how they've made the claim to fame pot bigger than this pot now. So it gives you a little bit more juice and reason to get over into the claimers. But honestly, if your horses aren't good, they should be running in those series. Like that's the best place to put, especially the juveniles.
Absolutely. I mean, and because we've just seen, we could probably make a list now of ones that have gone from redemption run straight into majors for us, the next season. So,
well, certainly if we even just look at horses that have been profitable, I think it A, gives you confidence, but B, it shows you that the horse has something. Again, it's like a cheap way to see, does it have now something might just be claimers, but
I think it's one of the I think sharper people are playing these too. So I mean, I don't think the competition's like completely weak in this, even though the actual races in the series leading up to the free roll, you're not really racing for money. I think smart players know this is a cheap way to find out about your horse.
And officially having our best claimer season of our career in the game.
That's true. We've had a couple claims.
We are up to 2K Derby and claimed horses. So shout out to us.
Yeah.
And I think we might also. I could be wrong there. Never mind. All right. Anything else to talk about before we get out of here? I got some bets to go put in down here at the Cirque. I'll give anyone who's listening a fun play for the weekend. Trey Lance is starting for the Chargers. Trey Lance is scoring a touchdown for the Chargers. His anytime is plus 450. His 2 touchdowns is as high as 65-1. You go back to his career in North Dakota State, he had multiple 2 touchdown games. And then while you're at it, might as well play his rushing props. They haven't released them yet, but man, do I want him to have like I think with the Niners, he had like a 13 carry, 50-yard game. He might have had maybe he had another game where it was like 18 carries for 80
I'm in
yards.
one of my accounts right now. Hold on, because I do like this angle here.
I just think you see how much Herbert's had to run with the offensive line.
Oh,
shut
dude,
down.
they're doing the William Hill's got his anytime right now at -295.
-295.
That's what I see.
Whoa, wow. I would go somewhere. I would go somewhere else.
Yeah, no, I definitely am, but that's insane. If you want to talk about the CLV, you just
yeah, I have let's see, where did I end?
I'm going to look at a different one right now too.
Bet 365. I
just
just
into
got
Boyd
60,
Sports right now because they're
Bet 365 had 65-1. I'm looking at the blue book right now. They have +430 on the anytime, 45-1 on the 2 touchdown. You got a sharp book over there, Bowser.
Okay, anytime touchdown score, Boyd +430.
That's it. That's the good price. That's the FanDuel price. I think that Boyd is FanDuel, right?
Yeah,
unofficially.
Yeah.
We were at the quick aside, then we'll get out of here. We were at the Raider game last week against the Giants, and my wife goes, "What is BOYD?" I thought it was bring your own. She's thinking it's like BYOB. I'm like, no, it's Boyd. It's a casino.
Okay, I just got 45-1 on 2. I'm doing a little ladder here, and they would
You always have to, man. You have to. I did last week. I did this where I wasn't planning on taking Malik Willis 2 touchdowns, but I bet the 1 so heavily. I was like, I might as well sprinkle the 2, and then I boom.
Because the price goes up so huge on the second one, especially on these quarterbacks. So
yeah. Usually, my ratio for those who care, I usually am putting like 1/10 to a quarter on the 2 touchdown, depending on the price.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, Bowser, good stuff. We will be back next week. Wait, last thing before we get out of here, I forgot.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yep, I knew we were forgetting something.
Shout out to us for being photo finish. Let me start again. Shout out to us for being noteworthy enough to make the "Where are you going to sit" meme on the airport or on the airplane. There's some absolute heavy hitters in here.
Yeah, I see GDG. I see us. I see
where I don't even know half these.
I see Taylor Swift.
Where would you sit on this situation?
That probably.
I'll tell you what. As someone who's progressed to being old, and I travel to Vegas all the time, you won't find me anywhere but an aisle seat. So you can throw out all those other seats. I don't care who I'm talking to. Give me one of the aisle seats.
Sounds about right. I would probably be in that 5D 6C. I don't know, because it's like technically we already have a seat here, but which one of us is in that seat?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, I'll take 2D to thank Crown Royal Racing for the awesome inclusive meme here. And is Solnot not on? Is the commish, aka the Evil Empire, not even on here? What a snub.
Oh wow. Yeah.
What a snub. I don't see Absolute either. What a snub.
SoCal, this is I see Pocono.
Yeah, 4E could be the watch out. You don't fall asleep in that seat. The guy next to you might be a little handsy. I'm only allegedly not judging anything, just I'm going off of horse names only, and a couple outbursts in Discord. Those 2 things only, though. Nothing else. I'd say this: I'd sit anywhere but 4E. That seems like the Predator seat. I don't want to.
Are you doing the Dalvin Cook? My sister can date anybody but Steph Diggs.
The look on when they ask him, when they ask Dalvin Cook, and he's like. He's thinking about it, and he goes, and he has this like epiphany where he's like, "Oh, Diggs, like no way, get that guy out of here." I mean, the story of him strangling his chef, like what happened?
What went down? That's pretty wild, dude. Like, how do you first off, you don't fuck with a cook, right? Because they're making your food.
Yeah.
Like, You don't do that. They're also usually good with knives. It's like, dude, and not only that, like, I mean, just why do you got to be abusive to the people that fucking like, don't do that. Don't shit on people that are working for you, dude. They're making doing shit for you, man. Like, don't.
I think about when Pesci shoots Spider. It's like, why'd you have to shoot him?
Yeah, dude. Like, come on, man. Come on.
All right. Anyway, thanks to Crown Royal Racing. Thanks to everyone for watching. Continued thanks to High Octane Racing for making our sick ass intro music you're about to see again at the end here. And good luck to everyone. Breeding still going on. Hit some of our horses. We got some horses for sale. Go buy them. And
we'll give you one of the cheaper ones. And I got two more. We'll talk about it after this, but we'll list them right after we go up here. So we'll have two more we're going to add right now.
Cool. And you'll see us a week from Saturday for the virtual Kentucky Derby. We'll be going on during NFL playoffs, so
we might have to do our major street, start doing it on Thursday nights too. That during this because of our turf success.
I know. Thursdays are a tough day for me, but we'll see if it can.
With
maybe we line it up this week.
Yeah, who knows?
If it works, maybe we'll have a surprise stream on Thursday. But if not, you'll see us on Thursday night or on Saturday night for the Derby. We will have the Derby stream. We will be giving away horses, and we will have the SGPN Dirt Classic, which I'll say this. I think if the Dirt Classic fills up, we're definitely giving out a horse to the winner of the Dirt Classic.
Oh, that sounds fun.
All right. So see us. So we'll be live at 3 p.m. ish, I believe, is the Derby's at 4, right?
Yep.
Yes. All right. We'll be live at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. East Coast next Saturday for the virtual Kentucky Derby ending season 36. I will be live out here in Vegas on VSiN, Sirius XM 158, YouTube TV, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern for 3 hours talking shop with Sean Green, bringing CJ on. We'll talk a little college football with Colby. And until then, go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. Go sign up for Photo Finish Live. Use the code SGPN and come back a week and a day from today, and we'll see you giving away some horses. Bowser, good luck this weekend with the bets.
Hell yeah.
Good luck with the digital horse breeding, and we'll see everyone in a week.
Excellent.
Saturday night and the lights go hot. SGPN on the mic at the Derby spot. Virtual Kentucky running live on the stream. 3 big races, 30 large in the dream.
10 grand heat after heat in the glow. Bed by flying down the line in the show. Paraquine pumping like a backstage drum. Photo finish live where the legends come.
Turn it up, let the numbers ride, and hear the chat roar. Worlds collide. SGPN run the show tonight. Derby in the clouds under neon light. Foes even tomorrow, new hopes rise. Monday brings the babies with fire in their eyes. Stack those bets, let the thunder roll.
tomorrow.